Good evening, Lizzie boys, and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be ranking all of the SKULLECTOR dolls, specifically the movie and horror-based SKULLECTOR dolls, now that SKULLECTOR has been turned into a more general term to include dolls that are not a part of that line. I just want to clarify, this is only the horror movie dolls. I still only call those SKULLECTORs, anything else is just a collector release to me, but whatever. It's been a while since I've done one of these, so we definitely have more to discuss. So I'm not going to try to make this video be like an hour long or anything. I'm just going to say my piece and move on. If you disagree with me, that's fine. Feel free to tell me your own ranking in the comments below. And yeah, let's get started with our last place. Alright, so kicking off our list with 19th place. I cannot believe there are 19 SKULLECTORs. It feels like a lot, but you know, it makes sense. They've been making a lot. Anyway, 19th place goes to the Hocus Pocus 3-pack. To this day, I don't think they're ever going to make a SKULLECTOR I dislike more than the Hocus Pocus pack. And I will explain to you. I will explain to you the reason these are my least favorites. For one, their clothes are so cheap. It is paper-thin fabric that is printed. It feels terrible. The quality is not there for $120 or $125. Was it $120 or $125? I don't remember. I just know that the total came out to more than $130 after shipping and tax because Mattel is allergic to giving people free shipping. Doesn't matter how much you're spending, they'll never give you free shipping on Mattel Creations. Their shoes have some of the laziest object heels I've ever seen. At the very least, I can be happy that they came with the cat from the movie. Don't remember the cat's name, but they came with the cat, which is cool. Basically, I just think these dolls were very cheaply made, and yeah, they're my least favorites by default. So up next, in 18th place, we have the Grady twins. This one might surprise some of you. I know a lot of people really like these two, but I just don't vibe with them. I never really have. I owned them briefly for a time, and I actually ended up returning them to Amazon because I just couldn't connect with them, and I still can't. Like, they're fine, I guess. I have no connection to The Shining. I've seen the movie. I didn't really see the hype. I don't know, man. It just wasn't my thing. Like, I am into horror. I'm a big fan. I watch horror movies all the time. My friend and I are constantly going to see them in theaters together. We've even recruited another of our friends to create a little trio of horror movie watchers. It's very fun. But yeah, I just never have vibed with these. Their dresses suffer from the same very low quality as the Hocus Pocus pack, but not as bad. I'd say they're a little higher quality. Their object heels aren't as egregious, and they're the same color as the rest of the heel of the shoe, you know? So it's not too bad. When it's a completely different color from the shoe, it really bothers me, but whatever. Basically, like, they're cute for what they are, but I do admit part of the reason they're this low is because they cost $1,000 now, secondhand. I don't think they're worth that at all, and it kind of made me dislike them even more. On to my pick for 17th place, we have the Chucky and Tiffany 2-pack. I don't hate these two, but I do wish that they had come out better than they did. I still remember their release. The release day, we still had not seen the full dolls. We didn't get to see what the full dolls looked like until they had released, like 30 minutes before the release date. Like the release time, actually. It was insane. And I remember being hype about them. I was like, oh my god, they look so cool. But like, as the time went on and when I actually received them, I realized these two were not worth $90 at all. Chucky looks cool. I do think that they did a good job with Chucky. Does the fact that they gender bent him, like, kind of suck? Yeah, it would have been nice to get an accurate Chucky, sure. But I've never really minded the gender bending too much. Although I do think it would have been cool to get like a smaller boy sculpt, because we've never had that for Monster High. That would have been cool. And I do wish he was more messed up, because in Bride of Chucky, Tiffany was stapling him back together, bro. He should not look this neat. He's just got 2 little stitches over the eye and like one by the mouth. There should be way more. And Tiffany has one of the simplest outfits in horror. It's a leather jacket and a white dress. How difficult is that? And they still found a way to fuck it up. I hate the little shrug thing that she's wearing, and I really hate the red hearts all over the dress. If there was just one on the dress, it wouldn't be so bad. But it's the fact that it's printed all over it that makes it look so tacky and cheap. And also, her heels being lipstick looks stupid. It just looks dumb. I always gotta rag on the object heels when they suck. This is an instance of it sucking. So, yeah, as much as I do, like, kind of like the base dolls here, like, I do think Tiffany is really pretty. She came out good. Overall. She could have been much better. The dolls just could have been much better. So that's why they're not very high on my list. On to my pick for 16th place, we have Annabelle. This is one that I really liked when she was revealed, but as time goes on, it's like, I don't know. I've started not to like her face as much, but I do like the rest of her. I do still think her dress is cute. I love the shoes. She doesn't have any stupid gimmicky object heels. The hair is nice. It's just something about her face looks wrong to me. It's in the eyes. The eyes don't look right. And, like, that's the point, you know, but I don't know. It's just not as cute to me as it was before. We're getting to the point, this is like the point in the list where I still like the dolls, but I just like others more, you know? Like, I liked Tiffany and Chucky, I like Annabelle. But there are things that could have been done better. Like, in my opinion, just something about Annabelle's face could have been better. But I do still like her overall, and I feel kind of bad putting her so low on the list. It's just that I happen to like the others more, so that's why Annabelle ended up here. On to 15th place, we have Young Hee, the Squid Game doll. This was such a random release. This was like around the time when we were starting to know when every release was happening, what it was going to be. Well, we didn't know when it was happening, but we knew that, like, what it was going to be, basically. Like, we knew about the Addams Family, we knew about Gilman. We did not know about Young Hee. She went completely under the radar and was a complete shock to all of us when she was revealed. I don't dislike her. Like I said, this is the part in the list where I don't dislike the dolls, I just like others more. And as nice as I think Young Hee's design is, I don't like Squid Game that much. I watched season 1 and 2 and 3. 3 kind of made me hate the show. 3 was not a good season, but that's a conversation for another day. Basically, the doll has a really nice design, and I do like the new curvy G1 body type that they made up here. They also used it on the Hocus Pocus pack. It's nice to see body diversity. But I don't know, I like other dolls more. This is a cool doll, but she's like one of the first characters that I feel like doesn't fit the brand at all and was just made for the collaboration's sake. Because Squid Game is not a horror, you know? It's not like Nightmare Before Christmas is a horror, but it's like a spooky Halloween movie, you know? Everything that's had a Skullector so far is either an explicit horror movie, or it's like spooky Halloween stuff, you know? Squid Game is neither. And that's one of the main reasons I don't think this doll should have been made. But I do like the dress. I like the shoes. The object heels weren't egregious. I like the Dalgona shapes on her socks. And I loved the staircase underneath the dress. Like, it's a good design. But considering I don't think that this doll should have been made as a part of the Skullector line, and also I like others more, that's why she ended up here. Alright, and on to 14th place we have Gilman, the creature from the Black Lagoon. This is another one that I do like. I do sincerely like this doll. I have him, and I like him. Or her, because it's a gender-bent doll again. I like Gilman. I really like the way Gilman's body was interpreted as, like, you know, like fisticuffs. Well, I guess not fisticuffs, because they're not covering the hands, but, you know, like cuffs on the arms and, like, boots. I think that that was cool. I just wish that the color had been more accurate, because Gilman is not this bright green. Gilman is kind of a murkier green. Like, sure, it's not as aesthetically pleasing, but it's accurate. And I do wish that Gilman had been more accurate. But overall, this is a really good doll, and I feel bad putting her so low, because I do really like this one. On to 13th place, we have David from The Lost Boys. I really like this doll's face, do not get me wrong. Very pretty face sculpt, I love what they did there. But I don't know. The object heels suck, once again. The shoes overall are nice, it's just the heels just don't work for me, man. I like that the Chinese food, maggot food, because it has maggots in it, that's like a joke in the movie. The kid gets tricked into eating maggots. I like that that's a purse. But David's outfit was so simple, I don't understand why they reinterpreted it as like a bodysuit with that face that was on the kite for a second on it. It could have just been an accurate outfit. I don't know. That's always bugged me. I do like this doll, but the outfit just bugs me. Because it was so easy to just give him the right outfit, you know, instead of making something new up. The coat is awesome, though. I also wish the hair was styled better, because it looks kind of stupid being on, like, one big spike like that. It's supposed to be multiple spikes, like, think Guy Fieri or something. But, yeah, overall, good doll. Some things could have been better. On to 12th place, we have the Wednesday and Morticia 2-pack. Yeah, it feels kind of weird putting this one here, but I sorted them out and decided which ones I like more, and I ended up liking some more than Wednesday and Morticia. Although, I feel like the only one I like from this pack is Morticia. Wednesday got a much better doll from the Netflix show collaboration. This one just wasn't doing it for me. I don't know, like, it's still a cute Wednesday doll, but her object heels were so stupid. Have you seen her object heels? They're, Cousin It and Thing. And Thing is positioned so stupidly. Thing is positioned downwards, as if she's standing on him, instead of, like, positioning Thing upwards to make it look like Thing is holding her shoe up. You know, like, that was so much of a better idea. I don't know, I can't fucking talk. Morticia's pretty. She has the hand sculpt that I hate, though, which is why I docked some points. But Morticia is gorgeous. Wednesday is just alright. I guess that's the short and sweet of it. Moving on to 11th place, we have Red and Addie from the Us 2-pack. So these two just released, and unfortunately I was not able to buy them because I just spent a shit ton of money getting two dolls I've wanted since I was in middle school. So I have not seen them in person. But I do really like them, which is why they ended up this high on the list. Basically almost cracked the top 10. I think that they turned out amazing, and seeing the behind the scenes video on how they did their hair, like, apparently I think they had to do it by hand. So that they put a lot of work into these two. I do think that the clothing looks a little cheap, though. It's all screen printed. It looks better than the Hocus Pocus pack, but, you know, it could have been a bit better, but overall, like, it's SKULLECTOR. SKULLECTOR is not a high-quality doll line. Most of the dolls are pretty low quality, all things considered, so maybe I should stop docking points for that. I don't know. They are pretty. Both dolls are very pretty, and I like that they come with so much stuff. They come with a lot of accessories. I just hate the object heels. Overall, though, they're super pretty, and I'm hoping that I'll be able to buy them soon. Moving on to 10th place, we have the Beetlejuice 2-pack V2. This is the wedding set. I should have called it the Beetlejuice wedding set. This released earlier this year, and I do like them. But you know what pisses me off about these dolls? These were made, like, 4 years after the original set came out, because the original dolls launched in 2021, so it's been 4 years. They had time to find a green saran hair to replace the poly, and they didn't. This doll still has poly hair. It pisses me off so bad, because it would have been so easy for them to just replace Beetlejuice's hair with saran, but they didn't. Overall, these dolls are better made than the originals, though. Like, the material for their clothing isn't as horrendous as the original dolls. But I just overall like them less. Like, unfortunately, they're victims of the terrible object heel phenomenon that's been going on, even though their original dolls had really good object heels. They looked good, they went with the shoe. These ones don't. So yeah, cute dolls overall, I do like them, and they're definitely good for people who want the originals, because, you know, this is close enough and you don't have to pay an arm and a leg, because the originals cost way too much money. But, you know, they're still good, but I just... why is Beetlejuice's hair still poly, man? Also, I like the original set more. On to 9th place, we have Elvira. I do really like Elvira. She's very well done. But they released a new Elvira that looks better than her, so unfortunately that knocked some points off of her overall score for me. I keep talking about points like I actually have numbers that I'm going by for this. I don't. This is all being decided on a whim. But, yeah, I do still like the original Elvira, but it'll always annoy me that they didn't even try giving her a bigger chest. Like, come on, dude. One of the points of Elvira is her boobs. But regardless of that, she is still a very pretty SKULLECTOR, even if the boobs weren't as big as they should have been. On to 8th place. I didn't expect this doll to rank so high, but she did. We have Mithrigan. That's right, I'm going to be calling her Mithrigan this entire segment. I just think Mithrigan turned out really good. Like, it's shocking to me how good she turned out. I really like the circuit board print on her dress, and I like the binary on her leggings. I hate the object heels. Gotta get that out of the way now. I hate the object heels. But if we look at her from this angle, the angle of this stock photo, you don't have to look at them, so you can ignore them. It's not like some other dolls where their object heel protrudes off the side of the shoe and you just see a finger sticking off the shoe from the side. I digress. Mithrigan turned out really good, and I love the removable face. It gives her such an uncanny look, which is what she needed, because she's a robot. She's supposed to, like, look kind of humanoid, but she is ultimately a robot. I love the look that the mask gives her. So yeah, very good Skullector. I was shocked that this released this year. She was really good. I still really like this one. On to my pick for 7th place. We have the Bride of Frankenstein 2-pack. This is a set that I've really come around on because when it first released, I hated it. I hated these dolls and I did not like them whatsoever. I bought them and I was mad about it. Nowadays, I'm really glad that I bought them because I actually really like them. I don't know what was wrong with me that I didn't like these dolls at first, but they are so fun. Frankenstein's outfit is awesome. I love those shoes. The bride is so pretty. Such a gorgeous use of Rebecca's face sculpt. She looks just like the actress. Like, it's uncanny how similar this face sculpt looks to Rebecca. And the actress and stuff, you know? I think it's Rebecca's face sculpt. If I'm wrong, whatever. I'm spreading misinformation on purpose. Meh. But yeah, these two are so great. I really, really love them, and I'm glad that my opinion has changed, because they're super pretty. Both of them. Frankenstein's pretty too. And 6th place goes to the Corpse Bride. I really do like this doll. I know everyone and their mother was hating on her dress, and to be fair, the dress isn't what it could have been. It could have been much better, but I've come to expect this level of quality from Skullectors, so I was never too surprised by it. I like her. Her face is really pretty. I love that Maggot is her earrings, like, going through her head. That's just such a cute idea. I do wish she was a bit more accurate to the way she's supposed to look. Like, I believe she's missing a sock and a glove. But overall, I think she turned out really pretty. The only thing they could have done to elevate her more would have been to have actual sculpt work for the, like, hole in her cheek instead of just having it painted on, like, actually sculpting that in. But this doll probably would have cost $100 if Mattel did that, so I'm happy with what we got. I think she's really pretty. All right, on to 5th place, top 5. We have Jack and Sally. I still have bitter memories attached to these two. They were the first Skullector drop that I did not get. I did everything right, and I didn't get them because Disney adults were going for them as well. So the drop was cooked the moment it was announced. I did not get them. But I bought them from a reseller. Really pissed me off that I had to pay, like, double the price for them, but whatever. I do like them. Sally's design is good. I like that she doesn't just have the same dress, like, that she does in the movie. I'm really glad that they changed it to make it something more Monster High-esque. I like these two because they look like Monster High students, you know? Like, they're dressed like they're going to Monster High. They're not just, like, dressed like, oh, it's just Jack and Sally as dolls, you know? Kind of the same vibe as, like, Greta or Pennywise. I think these two look really good. I don't even mind Sally's stupid object heels that much, where it looks like she stepped on some jars and they got glued to the bottom of her shoe. Okay, maybe I do mind that a little. It looks a little stupid, but overall the dolls are really nice, so I fuck with them, I vibe with them. They belong here. I did not just have to refilm a bunch of clips. What are you talking about? On to 4th place, we have Dracula. Dracula remains one of my favorite Skullectors for one simple reason. Her shoes. Her shoes are amazing. They are coffins that open. The heel is a coffin that opens and has a little Dracula sleeping inside, and that's the cutest fucking thing in the world. I mean, I love it. I love the doll because of that. But also the doll is really good. You ever just choke on nothing? She has, like, a little bat that you can attach to her stand, have, like, a bat flying over her shoulder. She's got the, like, candelabra. Or I guess it's just a single candle. Point is that this doll is really pretty. I love everything about her. I do wish that the top and pants were separate. It's unfortunately sewn together. But I'll give it a pass because I never took this doll out of the box, so I only found that out because of other people that unboxed their doll. And that just encouraged me to keep her locked away in the box forever and ever. Also, thank God this doll's outfit isn't made of pleather. Thank God it's not pleather. She gets bonus points for that. On to the top 3. Third place goes to Pennywise, the first Skullector. Although, so were the twins, but I don't care about the twins. We care about Pennywise. Pennywise is actually cool, and also one of the only slashers we've gotten as a Skullector so far. Like, one of the only, like, actual killers, you know? I feel like we don't actually get that many characters that kill people in this line. Does David count? Does David kill people? I don't know. I haven't seen that movie. But Pennywise is pretty cool. I have her out of the box. She has poly hair. Her dress is made pretty cheaply, but the design is fire, you know? Like, the design is so good, it makes up for the poor quality materials. I can look past it because this is just objectively a good design. And thank God this doll released when she did, because if this doll released now, that paper boat that she came with and the balloon, those would be object heels. She wouldn't come with those. They would be the objects of her heels. I love her shoes. This is an incredible shoe sculpt, so I'm really glad Pennywise released when she did, because we all know that she wouldn't have been this good had she come out now. Maybe a little higher quality. A little. Maybe. Probably not, actually. Regardless, Pennywise is good. Very good. Moving on to second place, we have Greta Gremlin. Yet another classic Skullector. Every time I do these rankings, this is always my top 3. First place goes to Beetlejuice. I want to end this video. I've been making it for way too long. Beetlejuice wins, okay? I love this set as much as I should on them. But we'll talk about Greta a bit first. Greta's in second place just because she and Beetlejuice are kind of interchangeable. That's the reason I combined this segment. Not just because I want the video to end, which I do, but also because I like these dolls an equal amount. Greta is a solo Skullector, so she got all of the budget, and it shows. She got a new hand sculpt with 3 fingers. She got a new giant ear sculpt with the big gremlin ears. Greta's really well done. She looks like a Monster High student. I say it all the time. But Greta looks the most like a student at Monster High, and that's the reason I like her so much. It's kind of the same with Jack and Sally, where they look like student versions, like younger student versions of themselves. But Greta absolutely looks like a Monster High student. Like, this outfit, that's something that we would get on, like, a backgrounder or something, and then it would get turned into a Comic-Con doll that now goes for $600, i.e. Scara Screams or Iris, you know? I mean, Iris doesn't sell for that much, but you get what I'm saying. You understand. I didn't need to explain that to you. You understand it. But yeah, Greta is amazing. I love all the stuff she comes with. She comes with a lipstick. She comes with a purse that has a transformed gremlin face on it. She comes with Gizmo. She basically comes with a pet. Gizmo is her pet. She is a Monster High student. She looks like one. As for Beetlejuice, I just think the designs were very well done. Despite the low quality materials, I'm constantly talking about how Lydia's dress feels like paper. It crinkles like paper, like tissue paper. Like, it's very low quality. Could have been better. It isn't. And Beetlejuice, poly hair, unhemmed suit at some parts. Suit is entirely made of satin. But the object heels work so well. Both of these dolls have solid black shoes, so the object heel seamlessly blends into the shoe because it's not a different color that makes it stand out. But also, the way that the faces, like for Beetlejuice's heels, are positioned to actually act as heels works. Like, you got Adam's scary face. Is Adam's scary face the one that is... I'm sorry, I don't remember which one is Adam and which one's Barbara for the faces. But you've got the one face that has, like, the closed mouth, like, aimed downward to act as an actual heel. And then you have the open mouth positioned so that one of the, like, the bottom jaw is touching the floor to act as a heel. And then you have the other one sticking up, which looks a little awkward, but, you know, it's for the reference. So it's okay. It's not as bad as, like, some other object heels we've discussed. But yeah, very good object heels there. And then Lydia has the sandworms for her heels, and I love the way that that looks. These dolls also just have amazing faces. Like, I didn't talk about this enough, but Beetlejuice having Monica's face is just such a good idea. It works so well. Monica has an amazing face sculpt, and I would really like to see her get a Collector alumni doll. I think Monica deserves another chance. I think we should resurrect her. I think we should bring her back from the dead. Where's a necromancer when you need one? But anyway, these two are great. Greta's great. So that's why they are a tie for both first and second place, because in my eyes, they are truly interchangeable. I like them an equal amount. So yeah, pretty boring that my top two still haven't changed. Every time I do one of these, that's always my top two. Like, I never change it up. I'm sorry, I'm a simple man. I like green dolls, I guess, because they're green. But yeah, thank you guys for watching this video. Feel free to leave your own thoughts in the comments. I'm sure I'm gonna get some Shining fans mad again because I put the Grady twins so low, but it's my list, not yours. Feel free to leave your own list in the comments, though. I like hearing y'all's opinions. So yeah, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed the video, and as always, I hope to see you in my next one. Bye! And yes, I did actually fuck up the numbering of this list multiple times while filming. I had to keep going back and fixing it, so if the audio sounded weird at some parts, I had a lot of fixing to do.